In the quiet hum of a city that never truly sleeps, there exists a silence more profound, a stillness that echoes in the hollow spaces of the mind. This is where we find Alex, a solitary figure adrift in the muted tones of his own making. His apartment, a minimalist stage of grays and shadows, holds him captive. We see him in a series of deliberate slow-motion shots, each frame a painting of isolation. His gaze is fixed, lost somewhere between the rain-streaked glass of his window and the deserted, glistening street below. The world outside is a distant memory, a play he is no longer a part of. He is a man suspended in time, the air thick with unspoken thoughts and the heavy weight of solitude. The sparse furnishings around him offer no comfort, only amplifying the emptiness that has become his constant companion. His stillness is not one of peace but of paralysis, a quiet surrender to an invisible force. The fragile calm begins to fracture, giving way to a restless energy that ripples through the quiet space. The camera's pace quickens, mirroring the rising tide of Alex's internal turmoil. We are pulled into a rapid succession of images that betray his growing anxiety. His hands, once still, are now a blur of motion, ringing, tapping, clenching, and unclenching as if trying to grasp onto something solid in a world that is dissolving around him. His feet trace a frantic, repetitive path across the floorboards, a caged animal pacing the confines of his own mind. With each turn, his eyes dart over his shoulder, searching the corners of the room for a threat he cannot name but feels with every fiber of his being. The shadows, once benign, now writhe and stretch with a life of their own, dancing menacingly on the periphery of his vision. The ordinary sounds of the building, the groan of pipes, the distant creak of a floorboard, are magnified, distorted into something sinister that seems to whisper his name. The thin veil separating reality from nightmare finally tears, plunging Alex into a sensory maelstrom. His descent is swift and terrifying. A faint, discordant melody like a warped music box begins to play from an unseen source, its tune clawing at the edges of his sanity. He claps his hands over his ears, but the sound only intensifies, seeming to emanate from within his own skull. His eyes dart wildly around the room, and for a fleeting, heart-stopping moment he catches a glimpse of it. In the tarnished surface of a small, wall-mounted mirror, a figure coalesces from the gloom. It is a grotesque parody of his own reflection, a shadowy, elongated form with features that twist and contort in a silent, mocking scream. He stumbles back, a choked gasp escaping his lips, the image searing itself into his mind even after it vanishes, leaving only his own terrified face staring back at him from the glass. The assault is too much to bear. The culmination of fear and sensory overload sends Alex crashing to the ground, his body coiling into a protective ball on the cold, hard floor. He is a ship wrecked by a storm that raged only within him, now washed ashore in the wreckage of his own perception. The frantic energy dissipates, replaced by a profound, trembling exhaustion. He is utterly overwhelmed, defeated by the phantoms of his own creation. The camera pushes in slowly, a final, intimate intrusion into his private hell. It settles on a close-up of his face, his eyes wide and glistening with tears, a canvas of pure, unadulterated fear. There is no resolution, no escape. There is only this moment of complete and total surrender. The image holds for a beat, forcing us to witness the raw depth of his suffering, before the screen and his world finally fade to an absolute, silent black.